So let's go ahead and get started. Your card that you have that is your situation, you have the Queen of Winter, strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. And at the bottom it says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Now this would be the Queen of Swords in traditional tarot. So for some of you, you've been going through some difficulties with a relationship. Like when you look here, you have, to give you a visual, so with traditional tarot, swords are all about being stuck in our mind, in our thoughts. You have, and in this deck, it's the Winter cards. You have 2 of those. And again, that's being stuck in your mind, you know, overthinking things, overanalyzing things, having thoughts, you know, run rampant in your head. Then you have 2 Summer cards, and Summer are cups. It's emotion, it's love, it's things that make us happy, bring us joy. So this is all about love, Cancer. But this love is not going as you would like. There are some things that you're unaware of, because the Queen of Swords, she's all about cutting through the BS. Typically, she would have a sword. Now here she has like this red icicle. So for some of you, things that with your partner, they're very anger filled, and I'm having to clear my throat. So there's some things that are not being communicated, some things that are not being shared, and you are feeling as though you are left out in the cold, in the ice. They're trying to get you to release this person. But you're trying really hard to hold on to them. I don't know if you can see it, but there's all these little fairies all around here. They're like all in different poses. Like if you can see this one, she's like stretching. And if you see this one down here, she's like holding a dance pose. But they're all in different poses. This one's balancing on one foot. So for some of you, you have met someone. It's a new relationship though. A newer relationship. I get for many of you, you're not married, but you want commitment. You want that. But it's a newer relationship, and it's something that you really, really want. And you have been trying so hard. You've been contorting yourself, twisting yourself in every position possible to lure this person in, to ring their bell. You see, I never noticed those bells before. There's these bells on the front of her sleigh. You're just doing everything you can to lure him in. Lock him in, slap a ring on it, make him yours. But it's not working because you've met this person, and you see how there's like the sun here? This person's like, you know, everything that you've ever wanted in a man. I mean, they are the perfect image of what you want. Oh, poses. Superficial, an image. The person, the relationship with the person is the image that you would like to portray. Now for you, you met them and you're like, oh, this is the happiness, this is the sun, this is everything that I've ever wanted. But it's superficial. It's maybe he's really good looking, he's got a good job, and he's got big feet. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is the one. This is it, because it looks good. He looks good physically, he looks good on paper, he's got money, this looks good, but there's, and you're doing everything you can to pull him in and keep him in, because you're like, by golly, I'm gonna ring his bell, I'm gonna lure him in, this is gonna work out. We are gonna get committed, we are gonna move forward. But it's superficial. Because they're saying you don't really feel the depth of emotion with them. It's more like you want to, Cancer, you're really looking hard for love. And this is like the best candidate you've found in a while. So you're like, by golly, I'm going to hold on to him. I'm going to hold on to him with claws. I'm going to twist and contort. And this is going to be great. But they're trying to bring you deeper fulfillment, more meaning. This relationship does not have the meaning for you, the depth, the emotion. But you are upset because you have been wanting it. You've been wanting to make it work. But there are some things that are not being communicated. So for some of you, he's pulling away. And feel free to change the sexes accordingly. If this sounds like this is your story, go for it. But it's a newer relationship. You know, everything, you're trying to make this work. You're doing everything in your power to force it, make it work. But it's just not coming together. And for some, you can sense he's pulling away. You're wanting to know the truth. You're wanting to know what's going on. You can sense that there's something going on, that you're not being told everything. You're not being communicated everything. You know, my throat was all scratchy. There's something that's not being communicated. And for some of you, there could be some things that you're not communicating. Because for some of you, it's like you're not communicating that you don't deeply love this person. You don't deeply love him. You love how you look together. And you really love how you look together with pictures, snapping poses. But you deserve a deeper love. You deserve someone that you really are going to have a deep connection with. And that's not this person. That's why they're trying to help you let him go. They're trying to get you to let him go. They're trying to bring you someone else. They're trying to bring him someone else. Well, for some, he already has someone else. Because the foundation as to what's led to this, you have 7 of winter. And again, it's swords, it's thoughts, it's thinking. At the bottom of the card, you have there is a better choice. Not seeing things clearly. Running away from the truth. And in traditional tarot, this would have this man who's running away with all these swords. But it's all about deception. You know, this card is talking about really take the time to evaluate your plans. Because you need to change your plans. You've had some disappointments. But it's time to get past those disappointments and really look at things. Get the clarity on things. Because someone in the situation doesn't have integrity. They're not being honest. They're hiding their intentions. And you've had red flags. You've had warnings. But you're not paying attention to those warnings. But this person, they're not honest. They're hiding something from you. But for some of you, because you want it to work so bad, you're ignoring those red flags. You're ignoring your intuition. And Cancer, you're an earth sign. And earth signs, you're a water sign. And water signs are typically very intuitive. But you're ignoring your intuition. You know deep down that this isn't the one for you. You know deep down that you want more. You want a deep connection. I mean, water signs are all about emotion and love, and that's you. That's what you want. But that's not in this situation. They have something better in mind for you. But the thing is, you're upset because things are not going as planned. This relationship is not blossoming. It's not growing. Some of you, you're not getting the commitment that you want. So for some of you, you're like, you know, you're pushing really hard for commitment. That's what you really, really want. But it feels as though the person is just pulling away. They're withdrawing. You feel as though they're going in the opposite direction. And they are. But the reason they are is because there is something that they are not telling you. There's something they are not sharing with you. For many of you, there's someone else. There's someone else. Which really has you upset because, you know, you have the Princess of Summer, and this would be, you know, Page in traditional tarot. And pages, you know, they're all about new beginnings or ace. Yeah, this would be the ace. But it's all about, you know, this would represent a new beginning in love. It's the Princess of Summer. Gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced. And then at the bottom, it says a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. And the Princess of Summer, she's very sensitive. She's very interested in a relationship. She really wants love. She really wants someone to offer their cup of love. She really wants someone to offer love to her, offer commitment to her. She's poetic. She daydreams about love. She's like sitting in her garden thinking about love, thinking about the future, how happy it'll be. So when someone comes in her direction with their arms open, she just gobbles that right up. Her heart's open. She's ready to just embrace them and dive all in. And she does that very quickly. But that's because she's seeing things all through rose-colored glasses. She doesn't have the experience. Not the experience. It's the experience to discern and take the time to discover, is this a true connection? Is this the best connection for me or not? But instead she just jumps in. Both feet, jumps in, she's ready. She's ready to make it happen. And what's blocking you, Cancer, is that you are ready for love. You want love. You're ready for a new beginning. You want this person to offer their cup of love to you. You want them to commit to you. You want them, circles. Some of you want to get engaged, even though you've not been dating that long. So for some of you, it could be like 6 months or less, or it's definitely less than a year, but you've not been dating that long. It could be 9 months. But you've not been dating very long. And not that time matters. I mean, my parents, they only dated for a few short months and they got engaged, and here they are many, many years later, still married, happily in love. They're soulmates. They have this deep divine connection. When it comes to a deep divine connection, you just know. You don't need the time. Your soul knows, your heart knows. But your soul and your heart knows that they're not the one for you. But because on paper they're just so damn good, you just want to hold on to them. But you can't, because they're trying to bring you something better. They're trying to bring you a long withstanding love. You want someone to offer their cup of love where you both feel this deep connection, this deep love, that you're just not accepting because, oh, this is the first person who looks good, who has everything I'm looking for. Okay, great, offer me your cup of love. That's settling. You don't want to settle. What's blocking you is you're refusing to let go. You're refusing to open up to new opportunities because you are so stuck on receiving this cup of love from this person. But what's unknown to you, what you are unaware of, is you have the 8 of Summer. And you see this fairy, she's like walking down a totally different path. She's packed up all her stuff and she's on her way out. And at the bottom it says the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. And this really is all about leaving a situation that's not good for you, that's not in your highest good, that's not meant for you. It can be hard, it can be difficult, but at some point we have to walk down a different path, a new path. And that's what she's doing. This is a turning point. She's walking away. She's realizing that, okay, there's more going on here than what I am aware of, than what meets the eye. And she's turning away. She's turning away from shallow comfort. She's turning away from things that don't hold deep meaning, that aren't nurturing her soul. Because there's something missing. There's something missing in this relationship. It doesn't have the stability. I almost get a sense it's kind of like a rebound relationship. Because you know when we break up with someone, we get in a relationship and you know our heart's just broken. So we might jump into the next opportunity because we're just looking for some way to heal our hearts, to feel better about ourselves. Especially if we were in a relationship where someone really tore us down and made us feel bad about ourselves. We just want to be with someone that's going to make us feel good in so many ways. So we'll jump into a rebound relationship. But rebound relationships, you know, they never last. Because they're just meant to make us feel good. Again, that whole image, perception that looks good, maybe the sex is good, but it's just surface, it's short-lived, it doesn't have the depth, but it does serve the purpose as far as it does help heal our hearts. It does help us break free of the person we were trying to let go of, but it's just kind of lighthearted. It's not serious. It's not meant to become some committed marriage. It's not meant to be long-term. So I get a sense for a number of you, this person, It was like you were like a rebound for them. It was fun. It was supposed to be fun. And it was fun. But you get that you're on different pages. You want more. And there are some things you're not being told, which is why they're pulling away. They're not telling you about someone else. Because you're not fulfilled in this relationship. They are not fulfilled either. This is, again, what's unknown. So it's unknown to you that they aren't fulfilled either. They are not finding the fulfillment. This relationship does not have the depth for them. It's been fun. They've enjoyed it. But that's all that is. So in the immediate future, you're both going to be going down different paths. And again, because this is something that's unknown to you. You're not aware that the choice, the decision to move on, move forward, for both of you to find something of more meaning, of more depth, of more value, for many of you, it's going to be happening in the month of September. But don't be alarmed, Cancers, because those of you that are in this situation, you know that something's not right. It's been feeling off for some of you, it's been a few months that it's just been off. But it's like neither of you have been wanting to have that conversation. You both have been dodging it, not wanting to deal with it. And for some of you, it's not wanting to deal with it because like they didn't want to deal with any side of it. They don't want to deal with exes. They don't want to deal with having the conversation with you. But it's all going to come to a head. Now, as far as what they're recommending for the month of September for you, the first card you have is Jesus. And at the bottom it says, I pray for Jesus' help and guidance with this situation. So Jesus, he's very loving. He loves everyone. He offers support and unconditional love to everyone. He also provides healing for us. He is known as the great healer. And when you look here, you know, because when he was here on earth, he did a lot of healing. He would do hands-on healing. You see, he has his hand on this child's head. He would heal people physically, mentally, emotionally. So Cancer, for a number of you in the month of September, call on Jesus and ask for his help to heal your heart. You've got this red here. So for some of you, you aren't loving yourselves unconditionally, which is why you were clinging to this first opportunity that came through because you thought, okay, this is my best chance that I've got at finding this love, this thing that I want. And although, you know, it's not really what you want, because if we don't love ourselves, we'll settle with whatever comes along. Whether it really makes us happy, whether it's really working or not, we'll settle because we don't think that we are worthy of something better. We don't think that we are worthy of something greater. You are worthy of that, Cancer. But it begins with healing your heart and knowing that you're worthy of that. And Jesus will help you with healing your heart to know that you are worthy so that you don't settle. It's not saying you're settling for it because they're saying for those of you that are in this relationship, because he looks so good in his image. I mean, he's like everything you ever want. So it's not like you're downgrading, but you're settling because you don't have a deep connection. You are not in love with this person. You're not in love with him. You love his image. You love the way you look, but it's not a deep, abiding love. Okay. The other thing you're saying, Jesus loves unconditionally. There's this song that, it's a country song. It's, you know, she loves me like Jesus does, which is unconditionally. You want to find a relationship with someone that you love unconditionally. It's not contingent upon what they bring you, what they can offer you. That, okay, well, they bring this degree, they bring this status, they bring money, they bring, you know, the right physical image to portray. That's conditional. That's conditionally loving someone. Because then what happens if it's not founded on unconditional love? If that person loses the money, or they get older, they start to lose their good looks, or maybe they can't be practicing, because I get for some of you, it's almost like this career, this their profession or something that draws you in. Maybe they can't do that type of work anymore. If you're loving them conditionally based on those things, when those factors shift and change, the relationship will nosedive because it is not founded on true, deep, long-lasting, unconditional love. Because when you love someone unconditionally, it doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter where they work. It doesn't matter how much money they make. You will love them no matter what. They're saying that you deserve unconditional love. They're saying that they are trying to bring you a relationship where you will have unconditional love for them and they will have unconditional love for you. It will be requited. This is not requited. So allow Jesus to do some healing with you in the month of September. For some of you, you can even go get some, energy healing. There's online meditations that you can do. But really focus on healing your heart so that you can find and you can have this unconditional love that they're going to be bringing in for you. But for some of you, it won't be coming in until later this winter. But they need you to start preparing now. They need you to release this person, let this person go, start focusing on your healing so you can prepare for what's to come for you. And many of you, it is going to be this winter. But you have to be ready for that person. The next card that you have is Orphaned, card number 5. And 5, again, it's all about change. 5 is letting go, shaking things up. It's time to let go. Now, you're not wanting to let go because you feel orphaned. This card's all about, a sense of loss. You see this poor little sad, snow woman.